Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I did not expect to be filming this video at all, but you know how some people talk about manifesting things? Well, one of my recent videos was my wish list. I took forever to film it, but I eventually filmed it. One item on my wish list was a watch from Lange, Sohne, and I said I'm expecting it in about 2 months, two and a half months. So I filmed that video, and the next day I get a call from Lange, Sohne saying your watch is here. So it arrived 2 months earlier, and that was quite mind-blowing because everybody's got issues with supply chain, etc., etc. But most importantly, as I had mentioned on my wish list, I was actually budgeting to get it, and so because it arrived 2 months early, it was quite a big financial investment. So I wanted to mention this before we get into the unboxing. And I know that some people are just here to see what's in what the watch looks like, etc. But I think it's important because I'm a very financially responsible person. Because I know that there are some people watching my channel who also try to get part of my philosophy of managing things, because my definition of success isn't just about how much money I make, it's just about how comfortable I am with my means. And I am a very on top of things kind of person. And I was thinking, do I just go and film a simple unboxing, exciting for everyone, or do I take 2 minutes to walk you through what I'm going to do to manage this? I decided for the latter because this is something that happens to every collector, every watch collector. I had watched a couple videos a few months ago, including one with a very notorious collector. His screen name is Patecoholic, right? And that guy's collection is beyond impressive. Yet he did not hesitate to say that actually to buy his first Patek, when he got the call, he sold his entire Rolex. And you will see that with Rolex collection. And you will see that with a lot of these very big, secure collectors who will tell you that one day they got the call for their watch and they said, hold on, went and sold a few watches and came back to get the one they wanted. Now, luckily I didn't have to sell anything because I don't really have a collection worth selling yet. But I wanted to kind of break it down for you. So here is the thing. So when I ordered my watch, and when I unbox it, I will tell you everything about the details of what I ordered, why is it special, why it was supposed to take 6 months to arrive. When I ordered my watch, I knew the price, and I paid already 30% down, like as a down payment, the day that I ordered it, because it's a special order, so you know they were going to build it for me, and so I just and actually I was surprised that they only took 30% down payment. I would have expected them to take like 100% because they wouldn't be able to sell that watch to somebody else. But anyway, so I paid that, and then my plan was to save enough money such that I'm able to pay it in full for the month of August, like at the end of the month of August. Now we're in June, start of June. I got the call, and so I had to pay the remaining 70% of the watch. So that's the first thing. So I went there, and I knew it was going to be quite a hit, but still I said I could actually ask them to wait and then come back in 2 months, or maybe pay 50% and come back in 2 months or something. But I said, you know what, I'm going to manage it like I have managed many other situations before. When I went there, and I will show you that in the watch, when I went there, as I tried the thing on, I ended up not liking the buckle as much, so I ended up having to get another buckle that was an easier release one, similar to my Cartier watch, and that cost me even more money because it's a solid chunk of gold. So now I had to pay even more, and I paid the full amount on my credit card, on my Amex. Now, luckily, because we are at the start of the month, I already paid my Amex bill for the month of June, which means that this payment will have to come from my account in July. So here are 3 things I have done. First thing is I have changed the minimum payment. I have changed the direct debit that goes from my Amex to my direct account to the minimum. Usually the full balance just gets debited automatically, but I knew that if this happened, I would go into a negative bank account, which is an overdraft, and I would have to pay interest on it. I don't want that to happen, so I want to be fully in control of how much money goes to my from my bank. Now, I temporarily changed that to go to be the minimum amount that I can pay to maintain my credit card. That's the first thing. When I did that, automatically the date moved from my direct debit moves from being taken on the 8th of the month to being taken on the 12th of the month. It's a minor change, but hey. Second thing I did is I decided that I'm going to every week going forward try to pay let's say £1,000 into my credit card balance. Now, when I look at the full amount that I have to pay, I have, let's say, 40 to 45% of that already in cash. I have agreed with my sister that if should I need that she'd be able to lend me £1,000 in about 5 or 6 weeks, because she also obviously needs to manage her budget. And then for the rest, I decided that I will wait as much as possible until I get my next salary. I get as much of that as possible, and whatever balance remains, I will take from my stocks, because I do have a savings account in form of stocks. It's just that it's not liquid, so it usually takes 3 to 4 days for a transaction to complete. But I decided that rather than rush and try to settle everything now, because I have no interest to pay, because I have a delay time effect to when things are due, I'm just going to slowly see that amount go from here, which is a very, very scary lump sum, to slowly start to decrease over the next few weeks. When it's finally time to pay everything, I'm going to, like 2 or 3 days before, I'm going to see how many stocks I need to sell and then do that. So this would be the first time in, I would say, about 2.5 years that I've been not liquid. The last time that this happened was when I needed to get a very, very expensive private surgery. But I hope that wasn't too complicated with me rambling on, but I wanted to explain that this was a happy event, but also a relatively stressful event, and I managed it by just sitting down for a good hour and thinking through all my finances and saying, okay, let's take a deep breath and let's see how we manage that. So now it's all sorted and we get to the happy part of showing you what I got. So the watch is actually in this, because when I was at the store, she said, let me put it in a little pouch, and then you can put it in your pocket so you don't have to carry it in the bag, just because I was going to take the bus. Yeah. The pouch is from Wempe, and Wempe, or maybe Wempe, because it's Germanic kind of pronunciation. So this Wempe is a family-owned kind of store. You can think of them as a super dealership in a way, and they have a very long-term relationship with Lange. Like when they first started, they started carrying Lange, and so although the brand is part of Richemont, who also own Cartier, actually a lot of the detail of how the brand is managed, marketed, distributed is managed by Wempe. So I will get to the watch in a bit. I have two boxes. So the first thing is actually this is my bill, my eye-watering bill, and it shows, I'm just trying to remove the address, but it shows that I have the wristwatch that I got. I got a new buckle, so I decided to have a new clasp just because I couldn't use my original clasp, and they subtracted the old clasp because it's just the normal pin buckle. I needed a deployant buckle just because of just how I do my my watches. And these are some little details that you get used to as you develop your own taste in watches. But you know, these are pieces that I buy to wear, and so for me wearability is very important. Then we have this box. It's actually quite heavy. It has Lange, Sohne, and then Glashütte. So that's Glashütte is where it's in the Saxonia region. That's where the manufacturing is. Inside the box, you have another box. Again, it has Lange, Sohne, and Glashütte. And you open it, and that's what you have in. So you have this little envelope that has, again, the same branding. It's very, very understated. And then you have quite a few books in it. So that's what it looks like. First thing, I'm discovering this actually with you. I didn't even open it. So the first thing, what's in here? Washable microfiber cleaning cloth. Ooh. I like the fact that it's washable. So that's maybe. It's actually a very, very, very light gray. So this goes into recycling and very soft. It also has the branding. So I'm gonna keep that. Then you have a booklet about the Saxonia, because the model that I got is called Saxonia. And so you will have a description of what's like the operating instructions. This is, by the way, my first mechanical watch. So we'll see. The thing is that it gives you like what are the technical data, you know, how much power reserve you have, not power reserve, sorry, yeah, like the how it works, how much you should wind it, etc., etc. So yeah, that's that. And then the last one is this massive thing, which is the warranty. So I have a 3-year warranty. Look at the back of the watch, so pretty. I have a 3-year warranty on this, so I have the booklet here. I have the warranty card. It has the name of the article that I bought. It's Wempe reference, and then like the date, etc. and where I bought it, right? Because you could buy a Lange Sohne from the boutique, which is very, very tiny. It's so cute. It's like you enter and there is a desk and a tiny other desk, and that's it. No floors, no. It's so cute. It's so cute. And then you also obviously get the warranty from Wempe, not from Lange Sohne. By the way, all of this was shipped directly from Germany, and they opened the box in front of me, so that was quite neat. And then what is in the bottom here is actually the carrier box for the watch. So the box is also made in Germany, and that's what it looks like. So it is a very dark gray. I would call it like a soft black, and inside you have a cream color, and then you have some little what you call this? It's not holders. It's like you just close it and open it so that you can lay your watch flat. And now let's get to the pochette. So this is a cute pochette. I actually never had something like that. It looks like a smaller version of sunglasses little pouch. It looks like this. Inside it has, so it looks like that, and it has these little sponges. But let's get to the watch. This is my watch. Maybe actually I will change the camera angle just because I feel like there is too much sun and you won't get to see it well. I will show you the watch close-ups in a bit because my battery is flashing, but they also gave me a little gift. It came in this little gray box and a ribbon, and inside of it is a little scarf. Oh, it's a lovely scarf from Lange Sohne. Very, very soft. I have nothing in this color, but because I wear a lot of white and marigold this summer, this actually is going to be quite a nice touch of color to complement it. So I will wear it later on. I will put this away, I will charge my battery, and then I'll film the close-ups. And now onto the close-ups and details. So this is what the watch looks like. It has a 35 millimeter diameter. I have a very small wrist and we'll get into that in a bit. But this is the watch size that I can wear. This is rose gold, so, or as they call it, pink gold, for the case, but also for the appliques that you have and the crown. That's solid rose gold. Maybe I get a pen, it's easier to show. So you have an hour arm, same thing for the minutes, and then you have a sub dial for the seconds. And actually every time that you want to set the time, you just pull the crown and then it resets to 0, and that allows you to, for example, align it with a signal or something like that, so that you can have more accurate time taken. So that is the detail on the front. If I flip it to the back, that's where all the beauty is. Obviously, you have all the normal engravings you would have for a Lange watch. If I zoom in a little bit, you have, well, it's not very bejeweled. I think it has 21 jewels. 4 of them are enclosed in this chaton. So that's what you call this little bit that is held with the little blue bits in here. 1, 2, 3, you know, that's the chaton. And you have your cute little rubies. You can see the mechanism. And then the balance cock here, I actually got it engraved. So here where you have the tip of my pen, that's where we're gonna lose the definition, but I'll try. Right, so where you have the tip of my pen, I actually got my initials engraved. There are only six engravers in Glashütte who do this part, and they send you their design. When you choose to personalize, they send you their design propositions, and then you get an engraving of that. So I will try to find a picture of my specific design and insert it in the video so that you can see what it looks like. It's not visible to the naked eye, but you know, when you're collecting watches, that's part of life's little pleasures, is just knowing the little details that only you can see. I should actually invest in a small loupe so that I can enjoy that, but it's actually visible to the naked eye if you focus. I really love it. It's just one of those little details. And you know that I also engraved my other Cartier watch. Whenever it's possible, I always try to engrave my things, and I like that cursive font. What else can I show you on this? It is quite flat compared to the other stuff I have. This is a 7.3 millimeter in height. The strap was problematic for me for 2 reasons. One is the size. So when I initially tried this on, I tried it with the small strap, and that was still very big for me. So I ended up ordering it with the extra small strap, which is still very big for me. So what I still took the watch, but because it had the warranty date and they already shipped everything, if I had them make another strap, they would have to resend the whole thing to Glashütte and then reship it again and whatever. So what I want to do is probably get 1, even 2 more holes into my strap, because that's the smallest strap they make. So that's the first thing. And then I also have special ordered a strap from Jean Rousseau. So Jean Rousseau make very, they have a wide selection of straps, and you can make them custom. So I'm making a custom design. Whenever I get it, I will show you it. But it's quite a process because I want something really, really special. I had to measure my wrist. They will actually make a fake strap first and then measure it, because it's like my measurements are very, very small, and I also have a bit of a bony thing in here, just how my wrist is made, so I really can't have things moving. But if it's done, I will show you it, but the lead time on that is usually 4 or 5 weeks, so I will probably do a mini video just on that. So that's the first thing I had with the strap. This is a really high quality alligator, very supple, hand stitching, right? The second thing I had was the buckle. So I had a normal buckle, but I just struggled with closing it and opening it because I'm used to the easy mechanism in the Cartier watches. So I ended up buying a different buckle that is an easy release one. My friend told me that it's also safer.
so it's a bit more difficult for you to lose the watch or have it snatched. So yeah, so that's why I invested in this one. Now here is the watch worn. I have put it on the deployant clasp. The deployant clasp actually, like the whole, this is a relatively small one. It's not as big as the Cartier one, but it kind of covers, I would say, 80 to 90% of my flat wrist surface here. It goes from here down to here. It is moving, and like I said earlier, I have this little bone here that will continue hitting. So if I were to flip it, you could see that I have some space in here. And that's what I want to address, because even when I put the strap, the buckle on the very last hole in the strap, I still have only a tiny bit in the keeper here, the second keeper, because I have two of them. And I'd like to have a bit more space to have a fit that is a bit more snug. But yeah, so that's what I'm trying to address by having another strap made. I will still try to salvage this, so they will. I will go back to the boutique later on and have them add a few holes. But they will try to have Rousseau do that for them when I order the other strap. I had a call with the SA. I took measurements of my wrist. So my wrist, if you're curious, is 5.5 inches or 14 centimeters. So they will probably make a strap that fits this, obviously factoring in the, you know, the watch lugs and face. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I can't wait to wear it. But for now, I'm just not going to do that until I have a strap that fits, because otherwise it's going to be painful in this area. But very happy with my purchase. I will now show you what I'm keeping from all the unboxing, because I know that some people keep everything they have received. I am not like that. I only keep what I need. So I will quickly show you that. And this is the box with and the bag with everything that came. All of this is going to recycling. So what I'm keeping are these following items. In the fold, I got rid of the pouch where I had this chamois. So I'm going to keep this, but it's not going to be with the rest of the paperwork. I'm keeping the technical booklet and the warranty. So these stay, and it's just this big, so it will go with the rest of my paperwork. The travel pouch is something that I really like, so I'm going to put this in my what's it called, in my suitcase, so that I use it for whatever watch I use when I'm traveling. The watch itself, obviously. And then this is something also that I'm keeping, although I think I will probably keep the watch in it for now. Then once I have fixed my strap, I will put my watch in my jewelry box or on my wrist. And obviously the stole, the beautiful stole that they gave me, it is 65% cashmere, 35% silk. It is made in Nepal. Very luxurious feel. I definitely want to have this for summer as a staple. So yeah, quite nice. So that is it for my watch unboxing. This was very exhilarating, full of emotions, because, you know, I'm so excited to be having this watch. At the same time, you know, it's one of those grown-up things to have to budget for such things. So I can't wait to get the strap fixed, to get my new strap, to finally pay it off and be happy 100% that I actually own it. But I do own it because I paid for it, but, you know, I kind of like want to make sure that I am liquid again and fine again. So it's going to be a few months of a no buy, but I'm up for it. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I see you in my next video. Take care.